The $1,000 savings hack. What can we learn from an advertisement? Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. I thought we'd have a look at this article from Yahoo Finance. Experts puzzled as Aussies fail a simple $1,000 savings hack. And don't worry, I've got my stein of coffee, grab yours too. Now, I'm interested in personal finance and savings and really increasing financial literacy. I think a more financial literate populace is the best thing you can do for a nation, for a people, and for a civilization moving forward. I suspect a lot of the issues that we have here in Australia would disappear if people became more financial literate. Now, looking at this, when I read it, it's an advertisement, everyone. And we'll pull that apart, but there's still some lessons we can learn from this and things we can take away. Now, with regards to financial advice, or really the number one thing that most people need to look at, particularly when they're starting out to get control of their own finances, is paying down debt. How often do you hear stories of people who, oh, I can't do this, oh, I can't do that, oh, it's just insurmountable. Maybe because they've got a weight load of debt on their back. And there's one strategy that I want to draw to everyone's attention. And we'll jump here on the screen and I'll explain it. This is one that Dave Ramsey loves. And let's say you've got a hill here and you've got all these different debts, shall we say. Okay, going from smallest debt, monetary wise, to the biggest debt, the biggest value. And what you do with this strategy, this is, well, the snowball strategy where you go from the smallest debt to the biggest one and just grows bigger and bigger and bigger. This strategy is for the psychological benefit of paying debt. So you go after the smallest debt first. Say, $1,000 on a credit card that's even paying 2%. Well, here you've got $10,000 at, 5%. Now, it'd be smarter to pay off this one first because it's a higher interest rate, but you ignore that. What you're going for in this strategy is the psychological benefit of knocking out this small debt first. That's gone. Then you hit the next one. Then you hit the next one. And you start getting that endorphin rush. You start getting success. And you're saying, I can do this. I can take control of it. Then it gives you confidence and you build from there. That's the advantage to this. Another thing is what I kind of did was with the mortgage. Once we paid off all our debts, it was just micro payments on the mortgage. Okay, don't spend $5 on coffee, do that. Don't spend $10 here, put that on the mortgage. Just start chipping away little bits here and here and here. Little money that you can find. Right now I'm doing it with my pocket money investing. I'm selling scrap metal. I'm finding some money. I'm making some crypto, earning some crypto on a crypto channel. All of that gets liquidated, put into shares, with the goal of building up a passive income stream over the long term. So then it can just be self-fulfilling. And that's how you can turn pocket money, things you can sell, money you can find, into, well, either paying down debt with this strategy, going from one to the other till you pay the biggest debt down, or investing in other things. So that's one lesson I like to just reiterate and get out there, because I didn't know about that. We weren't taught anything like that at school. And that's the advantage of YouTube and these platforms, that you can get exposed to a variety of ideas. I know some people hate getting exposed to political ideas they don't agree with, but that's just part and parcel of it. But still, let's see what we can take for this. Now, before we go through this article, I'm going to mention a new show that I'm starting with Rachel. It's the HeiseSays show, and our first episode is on Monday night. This is going to be a different type of format. It'll be Rachel and I doing a live stream, and it's only going to be on Twitch. So I'm not going to dual stream it to YouTube. We want to try and build the channel there on Twitch, so we have, well, an alternative platform other than YouTube. And the first episode this Monday will be Outbreeding the Woke, where we'll just discuss, well, ideas around having large families, having children, raising your own kids. We thought this is going to be an easy one to get started. There's options as well. We'll invite people to call in onto the show to have your say and partake in the discussion, or to submit questions. So it's live. It is on our Twitch channel. Please check it out if you've never signed up for Twitch. Maybe now's the time. You should. Give it a shot. It's an alternative to YouTube. It's not part of the Google ecosystem. It's part of the Amazon ecosystem. So another evil corporation right there. And you can see how Rachel's sitting at halfway already. It's getting quick with the newest baby. So come and join us for that on Monday night, everyone. So let's jump through and have a look at this article and see what we can take away from it, what lessons we can learn. So, first thing, look at the first word in this article. Experts in the title. Okay, that, where's my, hang on. There we go. Experts in the title right here. That's an appeal to authority right there. That's an appeal to authority. Because trust the experts. Trust the science. Trust this, trust the precedent. Never trust the data. Trust my data. How can you not trust this? Modeling predicts this. That's the thing. People will blindly believe, or people will blindly say trust the science. I've seen that when I was having a discussion with a friend who was, I was explaining how I'm not really worried about the environmental impact of humanity, because over time it's a slow-moving disaster. It'll be fine. She's going, trust the science, and I'm there thinking, well, you never did science at high school. You didn't do any science at university. How can you even say that? You're seeing it all the time. How many people protesting? How many of these kids protesting have never actually worked with even a simple model predicting things in the long term? It's so dodgy. Some of them so easy to change. The inaccuracies are significant. How many of them haven't even worked with statistics or probability? So that's where we've been trained to defer to experts. We've been trained through our education system to listen and blindly follow authority figures. And that's why the first thing, experts. So that gets your little mind ticking there. And then they're puzzled, they're confused. And you can see here, we've got the image as well. Now, I mean, if this is, I'm assuming it's an advertisement, I'm not sure. And I mean, nothing wrong with Lucy writing this. It's how you make coin. You've got to do it, okay? And there's still lessons to be taken away from this. So they're puzzled as Aussies fail a simple $1,000 savings hack. Now, hack, that's an interesting term, and $1,000 savings, that got me interested in. I was interested in how can I save $1,000? I'm always looking at saving. $1 saved is a lot easier to save money than it is to earn money. So here we go. So it's money experts, and this is a stock image. So have been left scratching their heads as unhappy Australians refuse to switch internet providers despite better services and cheaper deals on offer. So research from Mozo. Okay. So what they've done here, they've got a survey that have never switched. We don't know what the source, where the data is, who commissioned this survey. You've got, who did it. So it's obviously, it's to give an air of rigor and methodology to this. So you've got experts working on you that way. You've got how can I save $1,000? And then you've got, some data here in a graph to give it an air of authority. So 61%, 62%, 61% have never switched. I mean, I'm not surprised, honestly. With more than 100 plans to choose from and significant savings of up to $1,000 on offer. So that's how they're playing up. I doubt that, switching providers can feel like a hassle. And here we got a chart, and you can see, the cheapest plans and the most expensive plans on offer. Australia's NBN is placed 56 in the global index, so a little bit of data there. And some Australians know at 18% who did switch providers did it due to frustratingly slow internet speeds. So, I mean, there you go, everyone. This is the thing. Let's have a look at Mozo. Who are these guys? So, a compare and save website. So then you'll go to Mozo and you'll see, what can we find here? So, but the value in this, the lesson in this is, be aware of the persuasion techniques that are used in these advertising pieces, because that's used to influence you in many other ways in your life, guys. We're seeing this all the time, particularly now. But the interesting lessons and a book I want to encourage you all is that, always be skeptical when you see these type of things. Notice the appeal to experts and authority figures and how these surveys are used to give it a veneer of scientific rigor. And how they put price comparisons there. But, they're right. They're absolutely right that you need to shop around and you need to look for good deals. It is a hassle, though, shifting internet providers. I have a referral link that I mention at the end of every video to AussieBroadband. We've used them. Now I've got two AussieBroadband. I've got one here in this house, one up the street. I used everyone back in the day when I was in high school. My parents, we had On the Net down the Gold Coast. I think we even used TPG. This is back when you'd buy like 20 hours a month. And I remember the thing I prefer about Aussie is that you can ring up and talk to a person here in Australia. It's not that... it's surprising how little that is of an issue, but it makes a big difference. So that's why I plug them. And, well, I have bought shares in them too. Now, there's a book I want you all to look at if you haven't. Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion by Robert B. Cialdini. And I'll put a referral link to that down below too for Amazon if you're keen. But even just borrow it from the library, guys. It's a fantastic book. Scott Adams, the creator of Dilbert Comics, has a whole series of, well, a reading list of persuasion. You've got this book, Influence, and then Persuasion as well. When I was years ago when I was doing the whole Uber thing, I would just listen to these lectures, audiobooks while I'm driving around. And it was great. And this book really, well, it just shows you how people persuade, how people influence you, how people manipulate you. And that's happening in the media. And I think, if anything, we're seeing that happening more and more with just the fear in the media now. Here in Queensland, it's all about that Delta variant, and everyone's terrified. If it weren't for the news, we'd never know. We've had a quiet Sunday. We went out to the footy. So if it weren't for, no one at the footy was doing anything, worried, concerned, if it weren't for the media, I wouldn't be scared. How much of that is persuasion or influence to try and guide people towards a certain outcome, or to achieve a manufactured consent for political interventions in our lives? Perhaps. But the message, I think, from this is shop around, guys. Like you do with your home loan, don't be afraid to shop around your internet provider. Even if you ring them up going, such and such offers it cheaper, give me a better deal, or I'll change. What's a day running off your mobile? Nothing. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one in the comments down below. If you're a fan of the channel and enjoy my content, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. Sign up for SelfWealth or Stake. Use our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. Buy our merch from HeiseSays, or use PayPal or Gold Pass. And finally, don't forget the live stream we are having on Twitch. Outbreeding the Woke on Monday night at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Check us out there. If you haven't, the link for Twitch is on the YouTube page. You should be able to find it there. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.